So, I've been playing a lot of Kerbal Space Program lately, and I've been messing around with the Rotatrons, which are a part of the Infernal Robotics mod, and have made some really neat devices that I thought I'd share with you guys. One of the first ever walkers that I built had 6 legs over a small lander can, but it was more like just 2 moving tripods than 6 legs. I remember seeing this design on some scorpion-like children's toys at one point. It gets a little creepy when you turn up the walking speed really fast, kind of gets into the uncanny valley of, creepy crawly things. Using the same mechanics from that walker, I made some other lower to the ground walkers like centipedes almost. They could get up to a really decent running speed and could even swim reasonably fast. They even had cargo bays for munitions or crackers or whatever, extra Kerbals. If you add too many legs, though, the lag gets pretty hard while you're swimming. The problem with these centipedes is that the legs were always sliding around on the ground, never really making proper contact. I figured adding some landing gear with the brakes on should really help, like wearing some rubber-soled shoes. So I made a shorter leg centipede and put some wheels on it. At the very lowest rotational speeds, it almost worked alright. Once you increase the rotation, something really bizarre starts to happen. The craft would actually start to move backwards. Running the legs in reverse could actually get you some really great forward speed. As soon as you try to turn, you're going to crash. So you don't even want to... You just want to point in the direction you want to go and then never turn. The only thing that I can think of that would make this happen is if the brakes on the wheels were actually providing a reverse acceleration rather than drag when touching the ground. Something about this circular movement confuses them. Either way, this is the fastest centipede I've ever made, though it doesn't work in the water. Figuring I couldn't do much better with legs, I tried making some propellers by attaching some fixed wings to a Rotatron. Right now I'm using Neophyte's Elementary Aerodynamics Replacement mod, which is kind of a mouthful, but it spells near if you do an acronym. I started with a lander can and 2 rotors spinning in opposite directions. This worked out great, but a friend told me that it was too hard to steer because he couldn't tell which direction he was facing, since the entire thing was just a big cylinder. So I made a proper-ish looking helicopter, which I've been told also looks like crap, but I don't care because it's really amazing to fly. It's mostly just a pod, a small fuel tank, and some SAS modules. Add to that Bahamut D's armory, guns, and missiles, and you get a fun little craft to fly around KSC and shoot all the buildings and watch them explode, which I've done for more than a few hours. Here's a little show of what that's like. I also managed to get a small propeller plane to work, which felt pretty cool, even though it too looked kind of like crap. The worst part about this plane is there's no sound for the propeller, which probably would... I mean, it probably sounded like Hold on, I got this. I'm not trying to beatbox, I swear. Oh my god. Yeah. So Kerbal Space Program.